There is no charge against any leader of the party.
No forgery charge.
No charge. No charge has been filed. And you don't try a criminal matter by originating summons. A criminal matter is tried by a charge being filed in court, either by the police or somebody who has an authority to institute to file a charge in court.
But there was a petition.
No charge has been filed. Yes,
there was a petition.
Anybody can write a petition. Any petition can be investigated. It is now the people who are investigating the petition, like the police, to find out that yes, we have a case against this person and take the matter to court. Till today, there has been no charge
against Mr. Julius Abure.
No charge against the National Secretary Umar Farouk. No charge against the National Treasurer Olushi Okpara. No charge against Clement Ojukwu.
So why all this furore?
All this noise is just to mislead the public and mislead the Honorable Court. They went to that court making allegations of crime which are unfounded because there is no charge. These people have never been tried. Somebody that has not been tried cannot be found guilty. They have never even been tried. They have not been questioned.
Plan to damage Peter Obi's petition intensifies. Hello guys, listening to Abure's revelation on how Labour Party faction has been paid to truncate Obi's chances of winning. Please guys, do not forget to like, share and leave your comments. Thanks for watching.
At the FCT High Court, the court ruled this afternoon that Mr. Julius Abure stands suspended pending the determination of the substantive suit before the court. Well, the court has been challenged based on jurisdiction, and the court has said today that it has jurisdiction to entertain that matter and determine the crisis in the Labour Party. Don't forget that there was an initial criminal allegation against Mr. Julius Abure based on conduct and happenings within the party, which has led to the intervention of Lamidi Apapa and some of his other members of the NWC of the Labour Party, a matter that has degenerated into a full-blown crisis within the Labour Party. Now, there are different groups within the party laying claims to the leadership, but today, the ruling of the court has given yet another dimension into what is ongoing in the Labour Party leadership saga.
The court today pronounced very clearly that when a political party is in peace, they do not need the intervention of court. But once there is a crisis in the political party, a crack that makes it impossible, that makes the center no longer to hold, that invitation by any of the interested party for the court to intervene will be entertained by court. So contrary to their position that the court lacked jurisdiction to entertain the matter, contrary to their position that the matter is not justiciable, my Lord in its infinite wisdom today said no, that the world cannot watch the party crumble without coming or stepping in to intervene. So today we thank the court most sincerely for dismissing the frivolous preliminary objection they brought to challenge the jurisdiction of the court.
They brought the objection on 5 basic grounds. And the court today, in a very erudite and succinct ruling, dismissed them on every point of the objection. The court held that the case before it is competent and that the court has the jurisdiction to determine the right of the parties as sought in the originating suit.
These lawyers are on the side of Mr. Lamidi Apapa. But Mr. Lamidi Apapa himself today seems to be very confident based on the ruling of the court. Don't forget, it's a ruling, not a judgment. So what does this mean? There are those implications that these also have on the leadership of the Labour Party.
I want to tell the whole world that come next Friday, the real suit will start when the issue of forgery, conspiracy, and so on and so forth will commence. And from there, we know if actually that offense has been committed or not. I want to use this opportunity again to tell the whole world that the tribunal that's going on, I want to invite all the lawyers that are in charge, that are representing Labour Party, that they should come for briefing. They should come and give me updates of what is happening in that tribunal within the next 48 hours. Because right now, I'm the person on the driver's seat, and I'm fully in charge. I'm giving this opportunity for them to know that.
That's what Mr. Lamidi Apapa says. He said he's fully in charge, And in fact, he's asking the lawyers that have been briefed by Mr. Peter Obi and the Julius Abure leadership to come and brief him because according to him, he's fully in charge. But this is not sitting down well with Mr. Julius Abure and his friends in the leadership. And they say that they don't even have confidence in the court to get justice there.
For the judge to decline jurisdiction, but in his own utmost wisdom, he said that the court will not decline jurisdiction, that he will go ahead and hear the matter. So we have a fixed Friday, next week Friday, 19th of May for the continuation of the matter. And that is where we are. But I can assure you and assure Nigerians and the teeming supporters of Labour Party that we will appeal this ruling. It's not judgment, ruling. We will appeal the ruling because we know that we will never get justice from this.
They will not get justice. That is what Mr. Julius Abure and those who are on his side believe, and that's what they think is going on. But there was some kind of solidarity march to the National Secretariat of the Labour Party today by some civil society groups and some supporters of the Labour Party. A march to the Secretariat of the party. And at that march, Mr. Julius Abure has been speaking about this matter.
In citizens, we have tried and we have obeyed the court's restraining order, and by today the judge gave a ruling assuming jurisdiction. I need to make it abundantly clear that the substantive matter itself has not started. There was a motion, there was a preliminary objection to the jurisdiction of the court, and the court today assumed jurisdiction. And for me, I'm ready to go on appeal. In the next few hours, we will be submitting our notice of appeal to the court, and we'll remove all the matters from that court and take it to the court of appeal.
So you heard him. So where do they go? Where do they go from here? And those who understand the leadership tussle and some of the ongoings in the Labour Party, because this also has some criminal dimension, because there are allegations of criminal dimension into all of this. This one is alleging, the other side are also responding to all of this matter. In case, I guess that's where this all originated from. To be clear, you are the one on the you are on the side of Mr. Julius Abure.
Yes.
So the ruling of the court today says Mr. Julius Abure stands suspended. Is that it?
Well, by implication. The court never said that, but by implication. The basis is the court granted an order earlier. That was on April 5. The court granted an order restraining Julius Abure and 3 others from parading themselves as officers of the party. So that order did not sit down. That order, we have to remember, that order is ex parte, without hearing from the other side.
The one in the FCT or the one in Benin?
The one in the High Court of the FCT.
What about the one in Benin? Was it an ex parte too?
It's also another ex parte. Now, the difference between the two, the other ex parte in Benin is clearly in order.
So just for the sake of our viewers who are watching, ex parte is a Latin term, yes. Which means that if there are conflicts between two people,
yes,
one person goes before the judge, yes, and asks for an injunction. An injunction is an order of court to say, please do not let his injury be meted on me until you hear the substantive matter. So he's saying, let the other party hold on. But usually you go before the court together, the two parties involved. Yes. But when you get an ex parte, it means that without the other party involved, appearing before the judge, for the sake of our viewers and those who are non-legal minds. So, so you can go ahead, just to clear that.
Now, other ex parte are usually granted to preserve the rest. That is, to maintain the peace. And it's usually granted to somebody who has a legal right. Now, another ex parte is supposed to make sure that there is peace, that the person who has a legal right, that is the person who is the national chairman, who is in charge, who is in control, the other is supposed to protect that person until we hear what you have brought before the court.
Equitably.
Yes, that is it. That is the order in Benin. It is to preserve the right that, okay, you stop whatever noise you are making, stop your fury, stop your complaints until I hear from both sides, maintain peace, let the person who is in charge, let the person who is in power remain in power.
The criminal charge that was leveled against Mr. Abure and a few members of the leadership of the party, which court is hearing that one?
There is no charge. That is the truth. All this is so much noise. There is no charge against any leader of the party.
No forgery charge?
No charge. No charge has been filed. And you don't try a criminal matter by originating summons. A criminal matter is tried by a charge being filed in court, either by the police or somebody who has an authority to institute to file a charge in court.
But there was a petition.
No charge has been filed. Yes.
There was a petition, isn't
Anybody can write a petition. Any petition can be investigated. It is now the people who are investigating the petition, like the police, to find out that, yes, we have a case against this person and take the matter to court. Till today, there has been no charge
against Mr. Julius Abure.
No charge against the National Secretary, Umar Farouk. No charge against the National Treasurer, Olushi Okpara. No charge against Clement Ojukwu.
So why all this furore?
All this noise is just to mislead the public and mislead the Honorable Court. They went to that court making allegations of crime which are unfounded because there is no charge. These people have never been tried. Somebody that has not been tried cannot be found guilty. They have never even been tried. They have not been questioned. No charge.
The prayers is that there are petitions and there are speculations, because not until when a court of competent jurisdiction rule on a matter, especially issues of criminal dimension, is still in the realm of speculation.
Yes.
So when they went to court and said, look, my lord, this is happening in our party, and there is this allegation, and we suspect that this person has done this, and they brought forth some document which they said these are forged documents. And done on behalf of the party. And we suspect that there are some criminal behaviors that have gone on in the party. And this is the basis on which they prayed to court that Mr. Abure and co. should step aside. But their own thinking, I mean, because I've spoken to them a few times, is that, look, if there are these petitions against you, why don't you present yourself on this matter and let the court decide and step aside? Does it make sense to you that there is a need to step aside?
Doesn't make any sense. These are unfounded allegations. These things never happened. If somebody has been alleged to have committed the crime, he's presumed innocent. That's Nigerian law. He's innocent until his guilt is proved. In fact, the process of even proving the guilt of this has not started. Nobody has filed any charge against them. These are just trump-up allegations that were placed to just mislead the Honorable Court. Unfortunately, the Honorable Court was misled to grant that ex parte order. We are dissatisfied but we wanted to say, okay, let us place our objection before the court. That was the essence of preliminary objection, for the court to see why that court lacks power to look into all these things. If anybody wants to try a person, we should file a charge. If the police want to try,
one of the prayers is that challenging the jurisdiction of the court on this matter is whether the court has the power, or has the jurisdiction rather, to entertain a matter involving the internal crisis of the party.
Yes, jurisdiction is actually the power of a court to hear and determine a matter that is.
But the court has said it has jurisdiction.
Yes, but we believe that the court lacks power, and that is why we are now appealing to the Court of Appeal to look at that. This court lacks power. We are dissatisfied with the decision of the court to say he has power.
Have you appealed the matter?
Yes.
When did you do that?
An appeal has been filed today.
Today?
Records will be transmitted.
At the Court of Appeal?
Yes. Let the line justice of. Record will be transmitted next week. The appeal has been filed. That's the process. Records will be transmitted. Let the Court of Appeal look at it, whether that court actually has power to hear and determine this matter. Our opinion is that the court lacks power. Though the court has expressed a contrary opinion, well, that is the opinion of the court. But we believe that opinion is wrong, and we are challenging it. And we are saying to call LACSPAC to even look at this matter in the first place.
Okay, so you are of the opinion that a matter involving the internal wrangling within a party should not be judicially reviewed. Is that the position of your side?
The truth is that a political party, just like any voluntary organization, you voluntarily submitted yourself to be a member of that organization, and you must abide by the rules, by the regulations of that organization, by the constitution of that organization. And a party is supreme over its affairs. And if a party says, this is my national chairman, that is the national chairman, that's what the party has said. Nobody has a right. A political party is not a place where you seize power or where you hijack power. There are procedures.
But when there is a conflict of how and manner, or in the manner in which things should progress within an association such as a political party, where do you suppose that the matter should be taken to?
In as much as that party has done all the things that has done in accordance with its constitution, the courts cannot interfere. It is only when a political party is flouting its own constitution, the court will say, okay, this constitution, if whatever has been done has been in accordance with the constitution, then there's no way.
But Mr. Lamidi Apapa says he is now the chairman. That's what the court says. It's valid. What he says valid today.
That court has never said Lamidi Apapa is the national chairman, and that issue is not even before the court.
What made him to infer so?
They are just creating problem. They just want to create some confusion. They are being paid. They are hired agents. They are hirelings. What they want to do? There is a momentum now in Nigeria.
That is the word going around.
Yes,
that they are being paid.
Yes.
Give us an understanding of that dimension.
The dimension is there is a momentum now in Nigeria. The masses of Nigeria, they have taken their own destiny in their own hands, and they are ready to cause a change. This momentum is making some people uncomfortable. Those who are benefiting from the status quo, those who are benefiting from the old order, where people dictate to people, that old order, some people are comfortable with it because they are enjoying it. But now the masses of Nigeria, they have moved. These are an exodus. And there is a momentum. And they are afraid. Why they are attacking the party now was because formerly, they didn't take the party too seriously. But they have seen what the party is doing. And they now believe that, let us try to scotch you this momentum. Let us try to
on the Julius Abure side, the belief is that Lamidi Apapa and the rest are being paid. That's what you said.
Yes, they are being paid.
By who? Who is paying them?
Political opponents, of course. There are some political parties who are afraid.
18 political parties.
Yes, it will be the major ones.
Who are those?
The APC, majorly.
Are the ones funding?
Yes. Now, this is...
So you think... So your belief and your accusation tonight is that the APC, according to you, is funding Lamidi Apapa to scuttle or to distort or to dismember the Labour Party. Is that your position tonight?
Yes, all the political parties that stole votes in the last election, APC and some PDP in some areas, who stole the votes of a Labour Party, now we are now at the tribunal. And they are seeing the way we are going. They are seeing that we are going to win most of our cases at the tribunal. And they have seen that, how do we do it? Can we weaken this movement? Can we slow them down?
Do you have evidence of this allegation?
They have said it. They have been writing to tribunals to withdraw cases. Lamidi Apapa has signed letters to the tribunal that say that Labour Party is withdrawing. You know, but this is it's all a joke. There's no way they can get away with it.
Is that the evidence of money taken?
Yes, they are reaching. How will they do it? They are being paid to do it. How will they write letters to tribunals withdrawing petitions filed by the party? They thought they could do it, but that is ignorant. Because when the petition is filed, apart from the council who filed the petition signing the petitioners also sign. Now, if the petitioners have signed, the petitioner including the party, somebody has signed on behalf of the party, how can an external person who has no legal authority
Mr. Edun, I assume because you're a lawyer, you know the ramification of the allegation that you have leveled. I mean, and I'm asking for the evidence.
There's circumstantial evidence. Let me tell you, circumstantial evidence can be so strong and cogent.
So primary.
Yes, can be so strong and cogent as to be believed. Circumstantial evidence can be so cogent.
And do you have this as real as it comes?
Yes, we can see it. How will they write? If you say you are the national chairman of a political party, no, he's claiming that wrongfully, he's claiming that ignorantly, because there is a procedure by which you emerge. Nobody, even in that court that they are,
Mr. Kehinde Edun, your parting shot tonight. If this whole thing does not go in the way of Mr. Julius Abure, what do you think is the imminent danger that lies ahead?
It will sure go in the way of Barrister Julius Abure. Apapa has no legal right, has not acquired any legal right. The court has not said so. The court has only been misled to give that order. We are appealing that order, and we are sure the Court of Appeal will support our position that that court lacks power to even hear them at all.
Would there be a political resolution to this problem?
Well, in politics, there will always be interplay of ideas and all that. But I found out that some of these people are so unscrupulous.
Do you think that is
the party is better? That the party is better? That yes, surely. But they don't know that this is beyond Peter Obi. Peter Obi himself knows that it is the people of Nigeria, the ordinary people of Nigeria, that are behind him. And he's confident about this. You cannot put the people down forever.
Right.
The people have risen up, and the people they now understand their power, and they are behind Peter Obi, they are behind Julius Abure, and there is no way you can put the whole of Nigerians down.
For us, it's not about Dr. Julius Abure. It's not about Labour Party, but it's about a Nigeria that is possible for our own children and the next generation. Yes. But we will not sit down in our comfort zone and see miscreants want to take over the party that belongs to the Nigerian people. Anyone whom have decided to collect whatsoever from anybody, whether APC or PDP, we will not allow them have a breathing space under the Labour Party. Yes. We voted for Labour Party. We voted for Peter Obi. We are in court because the president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, in connivance with the INEC chairman to take the vote of the Nigerian people by hook or by crook, we say no. The reason why we are here is to pay homage and to pay solidarity. INEC chairman cannot plant miscreants in Labour Party. PDP cannot plant miscreants in Labour Party. APC cannot plant miscreants in Labour Party. We have decided to say no to miscreants. We are here to say yes to Labour Party. We are here to say yes to Peter Obi. We are here to say yes to every chairman representing the 36 states and the FCT right in this gathering. We are saying yes to the Nigerian people. Yes, we are saying yes to the vote we gave to Peter Obi. And we are here to say yes to our country called Nigeria.